Okay, so hello to all our Instagram followers. We are live today back with another Instagram live session with one of our students. Today we will be interacting with Riya Ranjan, who is a student of second year of PGDM Retail Management Program. So let me connect her first and then we will take our live session forward with her. Here she is.
Hi,
How are you
sir.
doing?
Great, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. So shall we
Yeah,
start our live session?
absolutely, sir.
Okay, so viewers, we will be taking you today through Ria's transformational journey. She has been working with a bank, then she got married, and then she eventually restarted her career once again and decided to pursue retail management. So, Riya, let us start from this point only. What was your thought process behind this kind of an unusual journey? You are already settled in your life. You are working with ICICI Bank, handling NRI customers, Forex reserves. Then you got married to your schoolmate who is now an army major. And then I don't know what happened. Suddenly you decided to give a new dimension to your career, to your life. You decided to restart it and pursue the PGDM retail management program of BIMTech. So tell us, what was your thought process and how could you take this exciting decision?
So, first of all, my husband is already watching this. So, yeah,
What's his
I would
name?
Major Shubham Singh.
Okay, so Major Shubham Singh, a very warm welcome to you also in this live session.
Yes, sir. So, it might sound unusual, but sir, it was just the decisions that I made for the career path and my personal life in my way ahead. So while I was working with ICICI Bank, then also MBA was always the plan because I wanted to complete my higher education. And
And before
during
you have done your BTech.
no, sir, no, sir. So I'm a BBA graduate from St. Xavier's College, Ranchi. So from
Okay.
there, I started working with ICICI Bank in Mumbai. And there it was during COVID times where I realized that, okay, I've learned enough about the operations and developed enough of understanding about the retail customers and the NRI customers. So now let's move ahead to the next step of learning and life. And during those times only, my marriage was also like was about to like we were planning when to go for it. So then at that during those times only while working, I started preparing for my MBA entrances, and I got an offer from BIMTech for retail management program. So because I had a bit of knowledge and exposure to the expense diaries of a customer. So I knew
Hmm.
that kind of like that aspect of income and how the customers are spending it. And retail sector was one of the most hit sectors during COVID. And if you would notice, then after COVID, and even like when the COVID passed, like after like 7, 8 months, it was one of the sectors which bounced back very, very quickly.
Yes, yes.
So
There was
that
a boom in the
yes, yes, sir. So that was my call. I saw the opportunity. I read about the retail sector, like how it is contributing to the GDP, and it is like maybe the consuming pattern of the customers have changed. Maybe like how they order, how they take up things, new products that would have changed, but the demand is ever increasing. So it's one of the sectors wherein the demand is never going to end, and the supply it will always be a game of like high demand and like the supply. So that was my call to take admission here in BIMTech in retail management program. And I also went ahead with the course curriculum of I saw the course curriculum of retail management program. So it was not like matlab, you have taken admission and retail is thrown on you. It was like a gradual
Hmm.
journey. Like you start with understanding I still remember like in first trimester, one professor of ours, like Dr. Vinu Sharma, she started with giving us a booklet of glossary. Like first you go ahead with understanding of like what is retail terminology so that you will be able to understand ahead in your like next trimesters. So that's how it started, and the course curriculum was filled with the exposures, industry exposures, and everything. So yeah, that was it. So I took admission, and right after I took admission, I got married as well. And the time I joined the campus, I was already married. Yeah, so this is there. So
Okay. We will discuss more about your retail experiences within the course.
sure.
But tell me something, what was the first reaction of your family, especially your husband, when you informed them that you are going to now pursue 2 years MBA program?
So, like I mentioned, MBA was always the plan. Like it was always sure that I'm going to do my master's. So, but yes, I did not plan it.
Before your marriage?
Yes, so that is what I was going to say. It was never planned that I will do it before my marriage. But
Mhm.
eventually, like the family situations and everybody agreed, okay, you guys get married. So, like that's how it went ahead.
Okay, tell me one thing. Now, when you have studied the retail management course,
Yeah.
what excited you the most in the retail program? And
So
what were your experiences all about?
So very, very interesting question. So there are plenty of things I would like to add on to here. So first of all, the journey, as I mentioned, how it started, like from the basic glossary and the terminology understanding with industrial exposure. Like we were taken out for industrial visits, like we were taken to Walmart warehouses, we were taken to Safe Express. So there we understood that whatever is happening in retail sector, there is a very strong background of the supply chain management there, the inventory management. So we understood what is the backstory, not what is given in front of us, not as a consumer what we are taking. Like that perspective started from there. Then again, there's one more thing. We were told to do STP, that is short-term project. There we got an understanding of the shops and the stores in malls, like how they operate, what is the basic.
Take up in any of the trimesters, or is there a specified duration or a time period for it?
Sir, it is designed in a way that I'm telling you all about in a sequence. So in trimester one, we were taken out for the industrial visits. In trimester two, STP was scheduled. That is short-term project, which was basically done in like examples or pantaloons, first cry. So there were these are such places where and for it could be like shopper stop also, sir. So wherever students were interested in doing so, so they could do it was only for 10 to 11 days. So it was scheduled for that
Okay.
period of time. Basically, the break between trimester 2 and trimester 3 is when the STP is scheduled. So, and then
Okay.
in the third trimester, OJT is scheduled, which is on the job training. So it is a
Mhm.
21-day exclusive exhaustive program wherein you are associated with a very good big name, brand name like Collective, Reliance Retail, Shoppers Stop, companies like these. So that is where you understand how a store works and what there are so many things from the opening of the store to closing of the store, how the billing is done, what are the platform, MPOS, and also from there we start developing the consumer understanding, like how do we understand different strata of customers. Like I did my OJT from the Collective, which is a part of ABFR, Aditya Birla Fashion Retail Group. So it was a luxury brand which dealt with brands like Ralph Lauren, Ted Baker. They are like very big names in luxury. So therein the customer segment was totally different. Like I did not deal with those set of customers before. So it was a very good experience, very great learning experience with me because their demand was completely different. So that
Okay.
was a very good understanding. And then also there in how in store the resource allocation is done. It is a very important thing. You cannot put one person at every work. How a team works in a store, how a person is allocated. For example, how the opening of store is allocated to one person for 2 days, then closing of the store. So things like these. And also during OJT, so one very interesting concept was a visual merchandising. How
Mhm.
you attract your customers through the color combination, like as per the season you do. So those kind of things were like as a customer, as a person, we have experience, but we don't know the science behind it. So it was so exciting to know, like, okay, when a season comes, there is a concept known as color blocking. You do it to attract your customers, to highlight few things. So how do you do it? There is a different ball game altogether for sale season. So how it is different, how minor things, how small things make a big difference for a retail customer. So that understanding developed from OJT, and post our OJT, which was in third trimester, then we were sent to do our internship, summer internship. So, for summer internships also, sir, very good companies. We get placed in very good companies like Bata, again the Collective, then Dabur, companies like this, like which all the companies have a legacy behind them. So you know that when you are going in those kind of companies, you're not only learning the traditional or the way that like how they have been working, but also what changes they are doing to adapt to the dynamic needs of the customers. So this is where I feel that it makes us completely ready for our like understanding and the journey ahead in the corporate. And so if you allow, I would like to share about my internship as well. I did my internship with Bata.
Yeah.
So
Uh, uh, yeah, your internship will take in the next segment.
sure, sir.
Uh, we will be discussing about your transformational experiences,
Absolutely. Yes,
but
sir.
you have fully described the entire, in fact, course curriculum of the
Yes, sir.
PGDM Retail Management Program. That apart from your regular studies,
Yeah.
there is adequate industry exposure in the retail program in the form of on-job trainings, short-term projects, and of course the exhaustive 3 months internship.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Now, this interaction, Riya, is basically all about your transformational experiences. I'm
Yes, sir.
sure you must have had a lot of learnings during the 2 years program, a lot of transformational experiences during the program, which would have helped you in upskilling, which would have helped you in making a better professional, a more confident professional. So,
Yes.
would you like to describe and share two, three of such experiences of yours?
Absolutely. So I would begin with the time when we all joined the campus here. So, like when we all joined campus, everything was new for us. The place, the people, the food, the like room we are living, everything was new. So it took me some time to get out of my comfort zone and so to be in the place where like to be totally focused on my MBA. So then when I finally started doing my like focusing on my MBA, so then uh, like about the subjects that we were taught in the class. So I started taking I'll give you one example about so we were there was a subject in trimester to corporate finance. So I have been a very like I have been a very bad student in matters of finance related subjects. So, but then again, it was taught by Professor Ramani. Then, like the methodology with which he was teaching us that subject and the concepts to understand the financial structure of a company, the financial statements, how to read about, how to understand. Because in retail, it is very important to know how a company is performing. So for that, like that understanding developed. I was like from a completely avoiding the subject finance, I started understanding finance. So this understanding of subject, this came in here, and then second thing I would like to mention about. So there was one of the Pan India Inter School competition, which was organized by Club Retalia, which is a retail summit. So therein, it was basically into 3 rounds. I participated with two of my other colleagues there. So there, the transformation, I would say, from being very like totally depending upon the Google Baba, I would say, totally depending upon the Google knowledge. We went into the market. We did our part of research. We went into the all the shops, all the retail shops, just to crack the case study. So
Okay.
putting into so much of effort and taking out something which has been like the crux of a concept. So that I would say that kind of never ending, like never giving up attitude, that came with this, and then we emerged as the winner of the inter school competition. So that boosted a kind of confidence in me, like okay, like if you put in your 100% into something, you will get something, either a failure or a learning part. You are going to definitely gain something. So that is there, sir. And yeah, that is about my professional side of transformation. Yeah.
Okay, in fact, that is the actual benefit of pursuing a fully residential program, that you get a lot of experiential learnings
Yeah.
through the participation in such activities, volunteering in such activities like the retail summit and the competition, intercollegiate competition, etc., etc.
Yes, sir.
Riya, there's one question from Ayushi.
Mhm.
I'll answer that. She's interested in joining the retail course. She's asking the cutoff for the MAT score. So the cutoff for the MAT score for retail program is 70 percentile. And she also wants to know about the tuition fees of the PGDM retail management program. So the tuition fees is 11 lakhs for the entire course. I hope,
Yes, sir.
Ayushi, I have answered your question. In case you have any additional details, you can always get back to our counselor on the email ID admission@bimtech.ac.in. Interested admission aspirants can also reach out to the admission office on the contact number 9718444466. So, Riya, we talked about your transformational experiences, your thought process behind joining the PGDM retail program. But I'm sure that the entire 2 years journey must have been really a roller coaster ride. Everything would not have been hunky dory. Uh, any challenges that you faced during this 2 years journey?
Yes, sir. Like I won't say it as a challenge, but a bit of a learning. Uh,
Okay.
so from the very beginning, as I mentioned, I took admission, I got married. So like
Mm.
when you get married, it is also a kind of transformation. Like you are going into someone else's like home. You like your whole identity changes. Right, sir. So it is a kind of change of everything that you have been associated with earlier. And then second, if I talk about MBA as well, so MBA is also a transformation in itself. Like you are moving into some other city, you are moving into some other college, you are leaving behind all your friends. You are moving into a total new ecosystem wherein you have to build yourself from scratch. So both the transformations happened with me at the same time. So to deal with it, it was really a bit of challenge, and like it was difficult for me, to be honest. Initially, when I came to campus here, so I was thinking like, okay, was it a right thing? Did I not rush these things? But I would like to mention it here. So my husband has been a big support at that point of time. He made me realize you always wanted to do this. You cannot think that you have rushed it or so. Just go for it. And from that moment, it was never looking back. I have done, like, I tried to give my 100% in everything. And thereafter only, like after trimester one, trimester two, sir, I also got the highest score in the class. And then this competition also happened at that time itself. Then OJT and things just continue to grow. The graph went like this. So that was the challenge, the initial, but yes, I learned. I had the support of my friends, my family, especially my husband. So it that like that's how the challenge was, and I was able to cope up with it. So yeah.
Let me tell you, Riya, your journey is very, very inspirational. And I am sure that you are going to be a role model for the upcoming MBA aspirants, especially the
So
female aspirants. And they
so
will they
that's
have lot of things from you to take and get motivated.
so
Uh,
thank you so much, sir.
Riya, now the final question comes. Everything, your main objective of pursuing an MBA is getting into a good company, getting a good package. Uh, I know that you have been placed in Schneider Electric, I think the placement happened in fifth trimester. Is that correct?
Uh, yes, sir.
So tell our viewers something about your placement process. What were the interview questions like? How did you
Mhm.
get selected? And actually, what are your plans of joining?
Yes, sir. So basically, sir, I got placed right before the fifth trimester started, just the day before. So like,
Okay.
I got placed in Schneider Electric. It's a French MNC which basically deals with the energy management and basically collaborating the AI with electrical appliances so that we focus more on
Mm.
sustainability. So the company is all about this, and the process happened it started from 13th of September. So the first round was the screening round, wherein on the basis of your marks, like your previous marks, like your 10th, 11th graduation marks, you are shortlisted. So after that, there is one psychometric test wherein they want to know the psychology of the candidate, whether the candidate is a right fit for their organization, whether they will be able to work in a team, or like what is actually like they want to know you from inside. What is your what is your thought process? So the psychometric test happened. Then first round was of technical round. So since I am a BBA graduate, I don't have a technical background. So they did
Mm.
ask me a very basic questions about sustainability because Schneider Electric ba- it majorly focuses on sustainability. So I had done one of the projects in like research paper on sustainability in my graduation, and it was held in BIT Mestra and got the best paper award. I think that played a very big role there. So that's how my technical round went. And after clearing the technical round, the last round was of HR round. So the HR BP of Schneider Electric took the interview, and he basically asked questions like, why do you want to join us? Why do you want to join this domain? Because the profile was basically of management training, wherein you need to understand the B2B sales and understand the supply chain management. So that was the job. So he did ask me very few basic questions about like do you really relate with the company? The values, are they aligned, your values and the company's values? Questions like these. So that's how the rounds went, and yeah, finally I was lucky enough to get placed. So yes, sir, that's
Uh,
all.
Through your experiences, I am also getting a glimpse of the MBA life, how exciting it is. And for all the admission MBA aspirants out there, one key learning is there that utilize uh, any college, any B school gives you a level playing field. It gives you a lot of opportunities to groom yourself. Now it is entirely up to the candidate how he or she utilizes those opportunities. Like in your case, you participated in various clubs activities, you participated in various events organized by the college, the competitions, the certifications, etc., 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 apart from your regular course curriculum. So co-curricular, extracurricular activities are also very, very essential and important. Uh, One of
Yes, sir.
our viewers is asking about any club or conduit. So, what kind of clubs or conduits you have in PGDM Retail Management Program? I know that one of your club is going to organize on 3rd of March uh, an event called as Vikre. Please tell us
Yes.
something about Vikre and tell us something about the club and conduit behind various activities.
So I would like to start with Club Retalia, which is associated with Retail Management Program. So Club Retalia is all about bringing the retail knowledge and retail activities and retail perspective into the students of not only retail management. This the event which is going to be organized. It is for all the students of PGDM, both first year and second year. So the event that they're going to organize, Vikre, is it comprises of two parts. The first one is of one competition that they organize, which is to know and like basically students compete on the grounds of their knowledge of retail sector. So with this,
Okay.
they are obviously learning. They are knowing what is currently going on in retail sector. The first round is basic, the quiz round, and the second round is again they're given a case study for which they have to give the on-spot solution and they have to give the presentation. MBA is all about being presentable. Like anytime you are told to give presentation, you should be ready. Even like you don't know the solution, not.
Ria, in fact, you have to be always awake like a warrior.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, exactly. So that's all. So you have to give on-spot solution for that. So that's all about Vikray. And also Vikray, like it involves so many fun activities that when you come there, you will just not want to leave that place. There's so many activities, food stalls, competitions, and then alumni are also called, which are retail management alumni. They share their, like, they are seasoned professionals now, so they come there, they share their views, their retail knowledge, how they have developed, what are the other opportunities in retail sector. So they make us aware of all these things. So this event is really a very great event for all the students of BIMTech. So yeah.
Okay, Ria, now we have come to our final segment.
Mm-hmm.
Any message you would like to give to the upcoming admission aspirants?
Sir, not a message, sir, but I would like to say there are things that I wished I had understood earlier, like before my MBA, and would have implemented it way before I understood. So, first one is don't take much time to get out of your comfort zone and participate in things. First thing would be
In
this.
fact, Ria, this comfort zone reminds me uh, about the full form of an MBA. MBA is nothing but uh, it is management by action, as simple as that. So
Absolutely.
action is more important.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So, second thing, sir, second point that I would want to tell all the MBA aspirants that don't wait. Like if you're not getting any opportunities, so don't wait. Learn how to create opportunity and go and just grab them. And the third and the last point that I would want to say them, don't be scared to be judged by anybody else when you're starting something new. And just like if you feel like you can do it, go and do it. So here I will take this opportunity and would also like to tell everyone here that we are coming up with our podcast. That is something creative and new that we have done. So do watch it. Yes, sir. That's all, sir.
Oh, yes, they are very, very essential key takeaways, all the admission aspirants that Riya has shared. Be proactive and do not fear what people will say about you.
Yeah.
Before I close, Ayushi has asked about the average package of the retail management program. I know the overall average package, Ayushi, which is around 11.25 lakhs per annum. But as far as I recollect, the average package of retail program is in fact higher than this. At the moment, I'm unable to recollect the exact figures. The best possible way for you and other admission seekers also, in case they wish to have any additional information about BIMTech, its programs, or especially the PGDM Retail Management Program, please connect with our admission counselor on admission@bimtech.ac.in or the mobile number 9718 444466. In fact, Ayushi is one of our viewer, Riya. She
Yes,
has been
sir.
hooked since the beginning, and she says about you that yes, my current role model is Riya Di.
Oh my God. Means a lot. Hi, Ayushi.
This is the power of your inspirational journey that you have shared with our audience in just 30 minutes from now.
So I'm very grateful
I
for this.
think we have time for this much only
Yes.
today to interact with you. We have taken a lot of questions also in between. And I must thank you, Riya, for taking out time from your busy schedule. I know that you have a lot of engagements now. Soon you will be joining your company also. So all the very best from our side. And in case if any of the admission seekers want to connect with Riya, you can do so on her LinkedIn profile. Let me also inform our audience, and especially those who would be interested to take up MBA at BIMTech, is that our application forms are live. The last date to apply is February 28th. So with that words, I thank you once again, Riya, for taking out time
Thank
for
you
this
so much,
exciting
sir.
session.
Thank you so much,
I
sir.
have
Pleasure is all mine.
pleasure indeed talking
Yes,
to
sir.
you. I have
Yes, sir.
personally benefited from interacting with you today and also during our earlier
Yes,
discussions. I
yes,
must
sir.
also take this opportunity to thank our audience on behalf of my institute and on behalf of Riya for taking out your time from the busy schedule of yours and listening to the transformational, exciting journey of Riya.
Yes, sir.
So till we meet again, Riya and our audience, this is Anshuman from Admission and Corporate Communications Department saying goodbye to you. Thank you for joining. All the very
Thank
best.
thank you, sir.